Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Raiders and the Bengals coming up next.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. Bringing them out is the pocket passer from Purdue, rookie Aiden O'Connell.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sam Hubbard just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a third and very long. Out of the shotgun, here's O'Connell. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut him a back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play. And on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Here's Williams to return. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they're brought out by the former Washington Husky, undrafted back in 2019, Jake Browning.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Taking it right down Broadway. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the run. To throw, Browning. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon from a yard out. And the Bengals add 6 to their lead. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now O'Connell. He'll run that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw here. O'Connell. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
It really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raiders offense ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
15-0 our score. It's the NFL. 2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. Now a 2nd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. through one man. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Raider first down.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And O'Connell now to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. Take it at the 37. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 6. Now Browning. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And on the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 44 yards. And the Bengals are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This 2nd and 4. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. O'Connell on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. O'Connell looking to throw yet again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position. Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Browning. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
That is caught. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well. It's a down inside the 20. They'll look to throw again. Rolling to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Jake Browning in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. DeAndre Carter returning it. And some good special coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Look at him go inside the 30. He might take this all the way.
What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
Back to throw. Browning. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Throwing on first down, O'Connell. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Now it's O'Connell. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Had to open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Jones on the return. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 38 yards on the scamper there.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toe.
Touchdown! Ja'Marr Chase. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. And they go play action here with O'Connell. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. A good return there, 17 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Ja'Marr Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
Going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Back to Mixon on 1st down. He's got it to the 43 here. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's on his way. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Browning. That is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Browning. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
O'Connell looking to throw on first. They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
Throwing, O'Connell. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's O'Connell. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Sticking to the air with O'Connell here. It gets it right back to Mayer.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Back to throw, O'Connell.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert. Don't jump early and give them free yardage.
And that's complete to Adams.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over. You bragging ignorance. You lack the vision from sacrilegious. I feel my ratchets. You have offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so you can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance from guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation beats opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for you foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What do you think? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one won't stop to the most uneven. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They're led out by the rookie, picked 164th in this past draft out of BYU, Jaren Hall.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver, and he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This one caught by his tight end Oliver, and he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Caught at a very strong gain of 24. They go play action now. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
To throw is Jackson. Steps away.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ball to throw it.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison.
And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
43-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Minnesota.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Going to run with Madison again.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
3rd and 4. Here's Hall. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
We get the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he will take it in touchdown. Justice Hill, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Throwing here is Hall. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now Hall. These guys running back out of the backfield.
He's got Daly. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Check, pink, blue, check, switch, yellow.
Here's Hall. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Now it's Hall. Slant route, and he's got Addison.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Back to throw, Hall. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Joseph's got it.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
An 18-yard attempt.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime. Hey, Charles, you give me water. Oh, geez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right.
That's going deep for Bateman. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. The 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Now an option play on second down.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
Well, he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get it behind the line.
1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good.
And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll go Madison up the middle.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Hall.
Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Throwing on first down. Hall. Middle of the field to Jefferson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing again on second down. Hall.
His awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Check right. Smith right.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He wisely will throw that one away.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Up past the 30, second down coming up.
Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, then you stop that clock. Play action. Now Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Isaiah Likely.
69 yards.
And the Ravens use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Scoring summary. 3-play drive.
And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 50 to play. Now Hall throwing to start the drive. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Completes this to Jefferson.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Call now from the gun on 3rd down.
Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. To throw it is Hall on 1st down.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Hall.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Arthur Mallett inside the 10.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throw left side complete. That's Oliver. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be fourth down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted, want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off, got the flight back. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. The right man, baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it, ooh, run it back, run it back.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll get to see a battle for
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, a 2-year starter at Ohio State and second overall pick in the draft, C.J. Stroud.
Come on. I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Stroud looking to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And bringing them out is the top pick in the 2018 draft, fiery competitor from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
Now Mayfield. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. But he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. Here's Jake Camarda now. Desmond King deep for Houston. And take it right on the 30. Of 38 yards officially, and the Texans will take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here too after a good stop. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
1 yard gain. Brings up
Stroud off the play fake.
at the Bucs 36 yards.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Stroud on third down now. And it is caught. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Devin Singletary taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On third down, Mayfield. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Houston's offense taking over again. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches
here.
And that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Here's Stroud on the move to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Here's third down and 4. Stroud sets up the play action. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, first and goal. Singletary looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Again, it'll be Singletary. And this time he is in. Devin Singletary with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5 as they've got it as we resume action. Mayfield off the play fake. But that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 2 yards to go, second down. Going with White here, toss left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, Mayfield. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Here's Mayfield. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Now let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out.
Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the second time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. You know where I'm
fantasy.
going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
You talk about fantasy line, but you don't. Why don't you just play? You don't.
I'm not good enough to play in a fantasy game. I enjoy watching.
You're an analyst. You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, that's a champ in my book.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And 8 yards to go.
Stroud to throw it.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On the bootleg, Stroud. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Schultz. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Throwing again is Stroud.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Out to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And quickly, they get to the line.
3rd and goal, Stroud.
Rolling to his left. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
C.J. Stroud.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
This is White on the screen. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First down, Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now Mayfield. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Steps away. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Throwing now is Stroud.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Final play of the half. Stroud.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Bulldozes past him.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
1st down, Buccaneers.
Mayfield. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Mayfield's throw taken in by Palmer. Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Trey Palmer.
54 yards.
And the Bucs get a bit closer.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now Stroud.
On the move to his left. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the market.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, second down. They go right back to Singletary. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. And Stroud now to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Second and a couple.
At the 19-yard line.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Stroud.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th.
Here's Stroud.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here. But I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now Mayfield.
A quick pass here to Godwin.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A 3-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Desmond King picks it. And they will score a pick 6. Texans TV. You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Well, time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And again, it's Mayfield. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing, Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
To throw, Mayfield. Finding Otten once more. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Mayfield now on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Cade Otten, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Singletary trying the left side.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Singletary again. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15.
But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that, not just important to the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was does a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Mayfield now.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
On gain of 19 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield.
That's complete to Palmer.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now a second down throw for Mayfield.
That's again complete to Palmer.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 6.
First down, Mayfield.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Mayfield to throw it.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 3rd down, Mayfield.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
That is caught, and they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. One last shot for Mayfield here.
Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, that's...
Bling, bling, bling. This man. All right. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It's a cost a couple thousands of millions. And millions and millions and millions. Alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It's a cost a couple thousands of millions. And millions and millions and millions. Okay. I don't cash my new checks, this old change, you know. Another man made my phone ring, hello. Said he capping, but won't step, you know. Every time.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in...
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And space tough to come by there. So he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So here are the Jets now backed up to start their first drive.
They'll be led out by Zach Wilson, former 2nd overall pick, now in his 3rd season out of BYU.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays when many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watching him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right read, and the right throws.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down.
Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed.
That's pulled in at the 32. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by DJ Reed, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple.
Here's Wilson to throw. And Lazard's got it again. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Wilson will throw again.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and goal at the 1.
Throwing is Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. His throw's going to be incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Oh, he put him on the carpet, a fumble, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Caught left side by Cobb.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now?
At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On play action, it's Carr.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick six ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had an open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, here's Carr.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop, but that winds up incomplete.
They run, it's Kamara, and he's not gonna get there. Might have even lost a yard.
Hey, DJ.
Hey, YB, that pipe him up, bro.
They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is win. I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. 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 All I know is win. I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh?
The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU at Zach Wilson.
And we all know the scouting report on him. He can attack the field at all levels with a very strong arm and make big-time plays off schedule. We also see a player with confidence and swagger. We see a guy who knows how to lead a team, who knows how to compete, and wants to be great every time he hits the field.
On second down, Wilson. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46.
Wilson's pass complete to Allen Lazard.
This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw again is Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Wilson to Wilson there. Zach to Garrett for a Jet first down. Hall on a give up the middle.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On second down, here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And check down, complete to Hall.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
Leading them out, someone who took the league by storm last year is the most famous Mr. Irrelevant ever. From Iowa State, it's Brock Purdy.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Purdy now on second down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Forced out to his left. This one caught by Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight...
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
26 yards for Christian McCaffrey. And the Niners will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here pulled in by Lazard.
And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
46 yards for Breece Hall. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The problem is, a former defensive back, they're not almost a physical reaction. Watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, a 20-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. New York ready to go again offensively.
They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
3rd down and 10.
Now Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Chase Young, his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Thomas Morstead now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's taken inside his own 40. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Here's Purdy.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. On first down, this is McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Purdy completes this one here to McCaffrey.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Purdy
out to his left. Touchdown!
Christian McCaffrey.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 21-7. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And New York set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics.
Randall Cobb on the breakaway. Inside the 20. Randall Cobb. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Randall Cobb. 75 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Open man here is Conklin. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they're able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Throwing again here, Wilson.
Now this one's thrown away. Will we see a flag? No. I'll say there was a receiver nearby. Pretty generous call, but either way, it's 4th down.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Final play of the half. Purdy. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And this one is incomplete. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers.
Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went with a tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And some room to run now.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
The gut, McCaffrey. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy.
Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And they're going to speed things up here.
Short of the goal line. On gain of a yard.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
On first down, it's Purdy.
Steps away to his left.
That's caught downfield by Kittle.
Touchdown 49ers! George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
A handoff for Hall.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And you see Purdy, he's going to shift them around.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Rolling to his left.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
96 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips and bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
McCaffrey. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
At the 7-yard line.
Again, McCaffrey. And he won't get back to the line of scrimmage this time either as they stop him behind the line once more. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be...
what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Lemoore.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Throwing here, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So it's 49er football here as we get your reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. This one caught by Kittle. He's got room at the 30. Still on his feet. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 62 yards. And the 49ers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point try now for Moody.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The New York set to take the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Now Purdy.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after